All right, so here's the deal. Today, we are going to be going over all the steps necessary to become successful. Now, I did a video kind of similar to this. It was called How to Stay a Loser, and I kind of just was playing the game while I was talking about, what is going to make sure that you stay a loser, like some of the habits and stuff like that. Well, in this video, we're going to show how to become successful, and instead of playing the game and just kind of talking over the background, I put together a slideshow for you fuckers. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to show you guys how to be successful when it comes to money, when it comes to women, when it comes to being jacked, shit like that. And you guys are going to like it. You guys are going to be appreciative. That's just the reality of the situation. We're going to get straight to it. This is how to be successful. This is 5 steps to ensure that you don't stay a loser, waste of space, your wife doesn't leave you, your house, you lose your kids, self-delete, etc. Things of that nature, It's things a lot of people do. Step 1 is gamble. You are going to take the last bit of your money and you're going to gamble. This is a joke. You guys watched my gambling progress and you watched me lose 1.6K gambling. This is certainly not step 1, and it is definitely not even step 100 to get rich unless you're just a lucky motherfucker. Step number 1 really is get in shape, right? You want to look like this guy. You don't want to look like this motherfucker right here, because does he look successful? Probably not. And that's just being real, right? First, we're going to go through the pros to get in shape, right? You look good and you feel good. You walk around this earth feeling like a badass. There is nothing that can stunt your confidence. There's nothing that can hinder your ability to go up and talk to women, to start that new journey of business or whatever the case may be. There's nothing that can hinder you and your skill set whatsoever when you're in shape. That's just the way you start to think. I was incredibly out of shape not long ago at all. I didn't want to do anything. I felt like I couldn't do anything. And that's just real, unfortunately. When you're out of shape, you really feel like you're not in control of your own life, Second, the women actually want to fornicate with you. They actually want to have sex with you. When you're out of shape, when you're a fat motherfucker like this guy down here, you aren't going to attract any women. And guess what? That's going to fuck with your confidence. You're not going to want to do anything. You're actually probably going to spend more time chasing women and trying to get some pussy because you just can't. That's the bottom line. Money and success come easier. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. When you're confident in your capabilities and your abilities to go and chase after whatever it is you want, because you spent so much time working on that fucking body of yours, then you can spend equally as much time getting money and getting rich and getting successful. Make old friends and colleagues jealous. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of thrive off of seeing old friends or old girlfriends or old colleagues, coworkers look at me like I'm a totally different person. They're jealous because I leveled up in my life. Huge pro, hands down. The cons to getting in shape, absolutely nothing. There's not one thing that is bad when it comes to getting in shape. Step number 2, quit your fucking job. I recently, which you guys saw in my last video, quit my 9-to-5 job. Probably the best decision I ever made, the riskiest decision I've ever made easily, but also the best at the same time, because now I have full time to double down on this and to actually make me something instead of chasing $17 to $18 an hour, working every single day, or except for the weekends, whatever the case is for you, working 5 days out of your week, maybe 6 or 7 days out of your week, depending on your situation, all for fucking pennies on the dime. It's bullshit. Oh, you're driving your car, you're rushing, right, from lunch break. Oh, I don't want to be late. My boss is gonna yell at me. I might get terminated. Get fucked, bro. Broke you shit. Pros to quitting your job, obviously. You have more time to pursue your dreams. You save yourself the self-embarrassment of telling women you're a janitor. Or replace janitor with any other thing in life. Sometimes it's embarrassing. I work at a car wash. I work at McDonald's. I make tacos at Taco Bell. Like, kind of fucking embarrassing. Also probably going to hinder your ability to get women. You're in control of your time in life, which I've just described. You get more money, contrary to popular belief. Unless you're making already a few $100,000 a year doing whatever job it is that you're doing, you're probably not making all that much money. It's just the reality of the situation. You're getting, a couple $1,000s a month and you're barely fucking scraping by. So even though it's risky to quit your job and now you get paid depending on your performance, it is still a huge fucking one-up if you're actually able to pursue what it is what you're doing. You're good at what you're doing. You can actually make more money than you would at a 9-to-5 job because you're being paid your worth, not being paid what somebody thinks you're worth. You get what I'm saying? So cons, it is risky And if you don't have the motivation, if you don't have the drive, if you don't feel like you can actually succeed in that one thing that you're doing, you might fail. And that's just real, you know? If you don't, as soon as you quit your job, lock in immediately and keep doing whatever it is that you're doing already, you are going to fail, because now you've got no income and now you're going to kill yourself. Of course, cut that out. Cut the dead weight. This is a huge one. Huge one. I've had to do this, right? You probably have a friend group that's keeping you broke, whether you want to admit it or not. And we'll just run through the pros real quick. If you cut out those people, now you've effectively put yourself in an environment where you're only surrounded by people that are like-minded and that have your best interest in mind, because trust me, there all are people out there like that, regardless of what you have experienced. And it's harder to waste time doing degenerate shit. This is a huge one, because when you cut out all the friends that you're partying with and doing drugs with or drinking with, then guess what? It's really hard to go out and do all those same things just by yourself. I mean, unless you're just a complete degenerate and you like drinking, getting fucked up by yourself, which I was also there at one point, and it was a huge fucking waste of time and energy, and I hated my life. Of course, surrounded by positive energy. But a lot of you guys definitely have friends which are very fun to be around. You know, maybe you grew up with them from middle school to high school, and you like being in their presence. You like getting fucked up with them. It's a great time. You're making good memories. In reality, it's just a fucking waste of time. And you're going to get absolutely nowhere with this same group of people if they're not also chasing their dreams, if they're not also striving for success or getting in shape, shit like that. It's not as fun, and it's going to seem boring as fuck for a while, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. And the other con, of course, is it kind of hurts to let people go. Whether that be the girlfriend that's holding you back, whether that be the friend group that's holding you back, but you just love to spend time with. I completely understand. It is hard to kind of be that guy that has to drop everybody because nobody is really adding to your life positively. Nobody's contributing to your success. You just gotta let them go, man. Now, find problems you love to solve. And this is kind of contrary to what a lot of very successful people will actually tell you. A lot of successful people will tell you, like, just be a professional problem solver. Go out there in the world and find problems that other people are having and solve them, and you will get rich because of that, which is very true. However, I feel like that ideology has set a lot of people up for burnout, if you get what I mean. Like, you go out into the world and you have a couple skills, but they're not things you exactly love. And you go and solve all these problems for other people, and you realize, wait a minute, okay, now I've just effectively replaced my 9-to-5 job for a job that I equally hate, but now I'm my own boss, which is a huge pro. But the only problem is you're still doing something you hate. It's very possible that it's going to set you up for burnout. You're just going to quit still, just like that job at the end of the day, because you don't love to do it. So what I put here is find problems that you love to solve. Because if you find, like, a problem I love to solve is coaching, right? I love to get people in shape. That brings me fulfillment. That makes me feel like I am actually acting on my purpose that I was put here for, right? I'm not going to get burnt out doing that. I'm not going to quit this job because I love it. And if you know, whatever your problem that you love to solve is fucking software engineering, you know, if you love it, you're probably not going to quit that job as easily. So find a problem you love to solve, find people that need that problem to be solved, and be that guy and be the fucking best at it. You're going to get rich, man. Closing thoughts, right? Here are some of the most important ways you have to implement these things in your life in order to get rich, right? If you don't do all 5 of these things, you're probably, like, you would be a lucky motherfucker if you got anywhere and you didn't follow any of these or add any of these to your daily experience, right? It happens, I understand, but what is the likelihood of that? Very low. You don't want to stack odds against yourself. You want to stack them for yourself. You get what I'm saying? And as far as that first one goes, as far as that first tip, get in shape, it is so, I cannot describe or express to you guys how important it is that you get yourself in shape before you start venturing out into your own avenues and before you start finding your lane and trying to get rich. Because a healthy body, right, is a healthy mind. And if you don't have a healthy body or a healthy mind, you will not be successful because you don't have the discipline. You don't have the drive, the motivation. Your dopamine is all fucked up because you're probably chasing that somewhere else. It's just the reality of the situation. I know I've said that a lot, but this is real shit what I'm telling you guys right now. So get in shape. And on top of that, I am a coach. If you are having problems getting in shape, whether that be consistency, which most people do struggle with consistency, that's why they're not in shape, or diet, another huge one. People hate or find it very daunting to actually stick to a diet when it really doesn't have to be, first of all, that complicated, and second of all, shitty. And third, people just don't sometimes enjoy working out. Well, sorry to tell you, but if you don't get in shape, you're not going to get where you want to be in life anywhere, when it comes to women, when it comes to money, overall happiness. So if you are struggling with that, I will actually leave a link down below in the description where you can book a call with me, and I will personally reach out to you and I will coach you on how to get in shape, how to get your body right, how to get your mind right as well, and then that'll bring you one step closer to getting where you want to be. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a comment down below if you like the content that I've been making so far, if you want to see more like this, or even what you want to see next. Drop a comment if you have any questions about what it is that I do, what it is that I could do for you, anything like that. Drop a like, of course, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, whatever the case may be. I will catch you guys next time.